Hi you guys, so I just did an Instagram live over on my beauty account, but I wanted to do this eye look right here for you guys on this page. Look how beautiful it is. It's one of the easiest eyeshadow looks, like literally anybody can do it. It's super easy and you basically just need like 4 colors. I used more than 4 colors, but you don't need to use more. So anyway, let's just jump right in and just see that drama this eye brought. Isn't that so fun? Okay, so first I'm going to prep my eyelid. And I like to use just my highlight color that I use all over my face. And I just put it from the bottom of my eyelid all the way up to my eyebrow. Just kind of press it in there. And then I'm going to set it with my Vanilla Dust setting powder and my protector sponge. Okay, and then we're going to take this color called Cupcake, and I'm going to basically do the same thing I just did. I'm just going to press and put it all the way up. Pressing this shadow, taking it all the way up to my eyebrow. Right, so I'm gonna take this fluffy end of my brush and I'm gonna dip right into this color called Pep. It's kind of like a more neutral, it's like a cream color, but it kind of has like those pink tones-ish. Not really, it's a more cool tone. So I can't use like the orangey yellows. They just don't really look good on me. So anyway, I'm just swiping this and I'm kind of bringing it up into my eyebrow. This is gonna be my transition. So when you do a smoky eye, my lighting is making this look weird. When you do a smoky eye, you wanna start with your lightest color and work your way down to your darker colors. Okay, and I'm gonna go in with Mama. And it's a light pink, and I'm gonna just go right under where I did, and I'm not bringing this one up as high because this is what's gonna give me my nice blend, is we're working from top to bottom. Okay, make sure not to forget your outer crease. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with my blend and tap brush. I'm gonna use this smaller end and I'm gonna dip right into my Lullaby. And I'm going to place it basically right below where I just put my last color. Something you really do wanna watch out for though when you do eyeshadow like this, and if you have hooded eyes, you don't want to cut the darkest part right at that crease. We are gonna bring it up just slightly and you'll see what it does. It's gonna just help open up my eye just a little bit. And I'll kind of use it, bring it up a little bit more with my other brush once I start blending. Right now I'm just kind of placing on my darker color. Okay, now I'm gonna use the same brush and I'm just going to blend her out. Okay. With the smoky eye, you want to make sure your lines are seamless. So it's just important to have a light hand and blend. But blending makes things bigger, so you want to be careful not to go like too high, because then you're going to take your darker color too high. Okay, so now I'm going to take this small brush, the small end, and I'm going to take my color Kin. It's a dark purple. And I'm really going to make sure I tap off that extra shadow, and I'm going to place this right at my lash line. Kind of like pressing it. Okay, looking good. We're gonna flip this brush around and I'm gonna start blending. soften up the line. You can just see that gradual darkened eye. That's exactly what we want. Okay, when I scoot back, I don't know why it's making my lighting look weird, so sorry. Okay, I'm gonna just brush, like rub off a lot of that product, because sometimes this brush really does help diffuse the lines. Just like that. Isn't that pretty? I'm gonna go in with my small end here into my Lullaby color right there. And I'm just gonna bring it up a tiny bit. And I'm gonna blend. The lighting is rough right now. I don't know why. And I'm gonna make sure that I have enough out here that it helps lift my eyelid. Super pretty. When you get a little bit closer, you can see it looks more blended. So if you're having a little issue with blending, grab a clean brush and just kind of brush through. Just like that. I swear it's the lighting that's making this look weird. I just did a video and it didn't look weird. Okay, so we have that. Now we're going to take this small end. I'm making sure there's no product on there, and I'm gonna basically just work my way exactly how I did, and I'm gonna take my lighter color, then my second lighter color, and I'm working my way out, and then my darker color. I'm not gonna use the darkest color, but you totally can if you want. I don't love my under eyes being too dark. It just doesn't look as good. Pretty, right? Not so pretty. There's certain areas that my eyes sometimes don't like to take pigment, so I have to pay a little extra attention. It's like right here and then sometimes right there. Okay. Look how pretty. I'm gonna go in with this first pop color, and I'm just gonna lightly place it at my brow bone. Okay, so pretty. I'm gonna hurry up and fill in my eyebrows super duper fast. I like to take my darker color. I work with my darker color first. I like to brush through my brows. Okay, so I'm gonna take my darker color and I'm using my brush. The point goes towards my brow. And I'm gonna start not quite in, because I like to kind of fade that out. And I just create my lines first. And then you can start filling in. Okay, I'm gonna take this down here and I just kind of like stamp it on there first. Still using my darker color. And do a little bit of filling in here. I love these brushes because they just go whoop, whoop. You can just get things done. Just touched my face with my brush. Now I'm going in with the lighter color. These are all mascara eyeshadows. And I am just going to stamp it. Creating like little tiny brush, like hair strokes. And then I'm gonna brush through. I'm gonna touch up on this eye because this eye didn't turn out as good as I wanted it to. Okay, How pretty. So I've been sitting under my light for a few minutes and I feel like my face is just getting a little shiny and I don't want that. So I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna set that. Okay, so I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna set my face and I'm gonna use my Power Powder brush and I'm gonna use this fluffy end and I'm just going to put in my setting powder. I am almost out of my setting powder, but it's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna just press. You can use, I'll show you the difference. You can get even more setting and staying power. You can already see like it did not, but not too much, which I like. You can use the Laura Mercier setting powder. And this is going to set the makeup in and it is going to make it stay. So I like to dip it in and then I tap it into my cap and then just make sure it's like even on my brush. And then I just start pressing. I can't really set this area because of the texture of my skin right now. It turns to be super dry. So I'm gonna show you like right here. And I don't set my contour or my blush, I just set my highlight. You can just see what it did, isn't that awesome? Okay, and then I'm gonna just do a little bit here. That's it. You can do down here if you want, but I usually don't. Okay, so what I do after that is I just get a fluffy brush and I just like lightly dust it. Just so that I don't have any powder. Okay, you guys, here is the finished eyeshadow look. I touched it off with a little bit of this color called Unicorn and I just used my finger and I just put it underneath my brow bone and then used my pinky and just dabbed a tiny bit in there to help brighten it up and did my lips obviously, and there you have it. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I will put all of these eyeshadows that I used in the caption and yeah, let me know if you have any questions about creating your very own makeup palette. I would love to help you out. There's so many different options. It's super fun. And yeah, so let me know. I will see you guys on my next video.